To every mother in this world, finding out that they're pregnant is a big and joyful surprise to them, because they can start planning their child's future, planning how they want their kids to wear, to be, a certain place, a certain friends. They just start planning. But that is not the case for baby Keyla, because she was born 3 months early. I'd like all of you to stay tuned and listen to a story.
Zina nitwa Ngundondebe Jose. Umwana mfite arwaye, afite ikibazo cy'amaso, indwara.
This is the mother of Keyla. Her name is June, and she says that her daughter has an eye problem on both sides of the eye. Mother June says that when she gave birth to baby Keyla, she gave birth to baby Keyla way too early, 3 months early, so baby Keyla had to stay in the hospital in an incubator for 3 more months. While baby Keyla was in the incubator, they turn on the lights. The doctors and nurse would turn on the lights so that it would at least keep her alive for that long. But it would only shine in her eyes, and that led to her being blind. The reason for baby Keyla's being of blindness is because her veins in her eyes were damaged by staring at too much light all the time in that incubator. But the doctor said to baby Keyla's mom that she was just fine. After June left the hospital, she waited patiently to see if her child could see. But no, it wasn't working. 1 month passed, the second and the third, and the child could not see. And at the second month, the child should be already able to see. And so she started doing tests on her child, like putting her hand up to see if his hands would follow it. But it did not work. It was like the child's motionless. Then she took the child back to the eye doctor. And when she took the child to the eye doctor said that the child's fine and there's nothing wrong with the child's eyesight on both eyes. After the doctor said that, the doctor gave June medicine so she could give her child to see if the child would see after 2-3 months, so that the child would see again. After that, June went home, and when she went home, she gave her child the medicine, but after 2, 3, 4, 5 months, the medicine wasn't working. June has started to gain curiosity, wanting to know if other mothers that gave birth at the same hospital, the same year, same month, if they were going through the same thing with their child not seeing or having a disability or anything wrong with their child. And the other woman said no, and she contacted this specific woman who had gave birth maybe around the same day, same month as her when she gave birth, but the woman said that her child was fine and doing well, and there was nothing wrong with her child at all.
Nagiyeyo njya Kanombe, njya Masaka, njya Kamonyi, nagiye ahantu hatandukanye.
June had went to doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor, asking to help her get surgery for Keyla so that she could see again, but none of them were able to help. But some doctors told her that if she was able to go to India, she could get surgery done on Keyla so that Keyla could see again on her eyes. But she couldn't pay for it, so she went to the government. But the government said that they need a report of Keyla so that they could bring her to India. When June went back to the hospital to ask for the report, when June went to the hospital to get a report for Keyla, the people at the hospital said, but the doctors and nurse at the hospital told her that she could only get a report because her daughter Keyla was not going to see again. They tried to discourage her. They sent her to other doctors, but she said that if they're not the doctors that are going to be there doing surgery on her daughter Keyla in India, then they'd know nothing because they're basically discouraging her. But the doctors wouldn't listen, just sent her to another hospital to get another report and I'll refer. She would ask for a referral over and over again, but they'd say no, it's not going to happen. They would give her reports so that she could show the government and show that her daughter can't see, it's no use doing it. But all that she needed was a refer, and she called the people from India and tell them, and they would plan a day, a time, and that's how it would be. It would just be like that. Her daughter would go to India, get her eyes checked, surgery on it, and it'd be done just like that. When Mother June went to the government to ask for a refer because she wanted to go to India to get her baby Keyla surgery so baby Keyla could see again, the government asked for proof that she was a low-income person. But the thing was that she wasn't low income. She didn't make money at all. She didn't have a job. She couldn't work as farming. She couldn't work for farmers. She did not have a job, and she wasn't low income. She did not make any money at all. A while later, she was able to gather proof that she was a poor lady and did not have any income. So the government gave her a refer. But when she went to doctor, all the doctor had to do was sign it and she'd be going to India with her daughter. But the doctor did not want to, and in fact sent her to a different doctor so they could do another test to see if it's true or not. June was sent to the district doctor. When she arrived at the district doctor's office, the district doctor was wondering why she was here because he had already gave her the report, and the doctors in India were already calling and planning a day with her so they could do surgery on her daughter Keyla. Then June told the district doctor that she needs another report. Then the district doctor gave her the same report, copied, and said by this time she should already be in India and her daughter should be getting the surgery. And then she left to the original doctor and showed the original doctor the report. But then the original doctor told her to go to the Ministry of Health and write a letter asking them for money so that she could go to India and get her daughter Keyla's surgery. When she went to ask and wrote a message, the District of Health said she had to go to the local government so that they could write the letter and then give it to her so she could bring it to the Ministry of Health, and only they will accept that from her. No other letters from her, just from the local government. She was able to get the local governments to help her write the letter and give it to her, so she gave it to the Ministry of Health. But the Ministry of Health gave her a group of doctors that would decide if her daughter would go to India to get the surgery. They would sign it or not sign it, and they would call her or tell her when they decided and what is their answer, if her daughter is gonna go or not gonna go. June waited a couple days or so, then she got a call from the health department that she would have a meeting with the doctors, all those doctors, on a Monday, and they would tell her if she was going to get surgery for her daughter or not. June had asked the doctor how much money would she have to pay because she had mutual was at the lowest level at money, and she didn't have enough to pay for the hospital bills and the surgery for her daughter Keyla, and the doctor said that it was $9,000, and she doesn't think she has enough. She doesn't think she'll get enough money by that time to even pay for Keyla's surgery. It was a couple days later, and June had got to the hospital and she was ready to hear what the doctors were going to tell her, what their answer was. And when she was going there, she saw the doctor, the original doctor, there, and she wondered what was that doctor doing here. When those other doctors came, they told her that her child, his eyes cannot be fixed. They could not do surgery on it for it to come back. Her sight couldn't come back, and therefore they decided not to give her daughter the surgery back in India because she would be blind and she would not see ever again. June asked the doctors why they said no, because the Indian doctors back in India said that all they needed was to plan a day, time, when, and Keyla would get surgery. And then the doctor said that she could not see and it wouldn't be even useful, and that Keyla could not see. It was official, Keyla could not see, and the doctors from India could not help Keyla get back her sight. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope it touches your heart. The story is very sad because it's about a mother named June finds out that her daughter Kayla is blind because of too much light, and that causes her to want to go to India so that her daughter Kayla could get surgery on the eye so she could see better. But there's the doctor that keeps on lying and lying, trying to get her not to get the surgery, and it's very, very bad. I'd like you all to subscribe, comment down below, smash that like button. I hope this video does you well, and as always, it's your boy Young Teen. Easy.